morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm trying to be a little more consistent, so just made a coffee. And the reason I really haven't done vlogs is because of this. We had a leak in our kitchen and I just got access back to the stove. So I am making a little breakfast, which is just going to be this sweet potato hash. I will show it to you as soon as I'm done, but a lot of things in my life have changed and I have really just, started to take things more slowly. And I'll talk about that a little bit later in the video, but I encourage you to do the same. It is right now 8:46. I am scheduled to work at 9. I schedule myself, but yeah, so I will show you this when it is done. But it is a insanely rainy day today. It is flooded everywhere. Even our patio is soaking wet. The street is all flooded. When I took my son to school this morning, it was just puddles galore, but it is really calming. I would love to go sit out here, but it is quite wet, so it's not really a possibility at the moment. But yeah, and we had a loss yesterday. One of my goats passed away, so my female is by herself. I need to get her a friend, but I don't want to introduce a friend in the rain where they're just kind of like in a corner together for the first time, just meeting each other. So I'm gonna have to wait till the weekend. I went out and visited her and got like soaking wet this morning, but yep. So let's get into this beautiful day and I will share with you what's on my schedule shortly. But first, breakfast. Beanie hair right now, but I am not even like, look at this. This is a disaster. Like living in construction is crazy and we're still just like waiting to find out everything. So I've been like living in the back of the house. Like we don't have a big house. We just have a 3-bedroom. I'm so grateful for it, but we don't have a big house. So my dogs. I've been like in the back of the house and I kind of miss cleaning. Like I never thought I would ever say that, but I like miss wiping things down every day and cleaning. Like I don't have a kitchen. I never thought I would say that, to be 100% honest with you, but I do. I guess you kind of like take things for granted. Like I miss having a kitchen to clean, but today's gonna be a no makeup day. It's a solid work day. There's lots of editing that has to happen for a client of mine, for myself. I'm trying to be more consistent here because I genuinely love it. And since there have been so many changes, which I'll touch on later in the video, but there have been so many changes in my life recently and for the better. At first it was tough, but for the better now. I've been starting to do a lot of different things. I don't know if I have my like journaling video up yet before this video. I'm not sure, but if I do, I will put it up in the cards. But if I don't, it's coming. I got more like journaling supplies to do like kind of like this scrapbook journaling. It's called junk journaling. I had never knew it was a thing, but I loved scrapbooking when I was a kid. And so I was like, okay, I can like combine journaling and scrapbooking to like put all my feelings out there. Hold on, gotta get the food. We're gonna save this onion here, just a half of one that we didn't use with breakfast, because we are gonna be doing beef stew for dinner. So I'm gonna get that started after my first like work window. So I've been scheduling myself in windows. We could talk about that more when I get to my office, but I've been scheduling myself in like time, like blocks of work, and it's honestly been so amazing because then I can still do things that I love, like cooking, which I couldn't do until, you know, last week because we didn't have this plugged in. But so I can do things that I enjoy, like cooking, journaling, decluttering. I've been doing a lot of that. Just a lot of self-development and learning myself and setting boundaries and going to therapy. No, this video is not sponsored by BetterHelp. I feel like every video is sponsored by BetterHelp, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I have been going to therapy, like it's virtual, but it's like via Zoom. She's been helping me with my boundaries, and I've been let down a lot, unfortunately, especially with people who I thought were my friends, and it's just really hard sometimes. But we can go into that a little bit later because maybe you're going through something similar. Did you see how much spinach that was, and like how there's none now? It's so crazy how it cooks down so much. But this is almost done. I'm gonna serve it up and the rest in a Tupperware, and then we're gonna head to the office. Should get up earlier, but I am not a great morning person, so you'll never find me doing like a 5 a.m. morning routine. It's just not gonna happen. But I'm out of breath because my dog decided to tear apart a tea bag that I put in my trash can against my better judgment, and so we had to do a vacuum, and then while I was vacuuming, I just continued vacuuming. And then I started picking things up, then I started moving things. Here we are. So now I am going to do what I do and put on some jazz music and do my journaling, which is what I do first thing, and then I get my day going. I generally plan my work day the night before, but last night I was so tired I did not. I don't think, honestly, I can't remember. That's so bad, but let's go. So this is my digital planner. I created it and it is available on Etsy if you're interested, but I am gonna go ahead and get it set up. Usually I would do this the night before, but like I mentioned, I was tired, so I am going to do it now. Basically, you write your main focuses here, and then you write your to-dos here, and then you time block it. So as I mentioned earlier, I've been doing like a time block of like a chunk of time. This has allowed me to get like more stuff done that I want to get done instead of just constantly working 24/7. I was working like 16 to 18 hours a day, and I've definitely put a stop to that because that is not healthy after a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this set up, and then I will flip the camera around and show you exactly what I do. So this I generally use for my work, my marketing agency, for the most part, and like lashes and things like that for my beauty brand, anything like business related. And then in my 30 commit planner, I do most of like my personal stuff, but I also include like some of the bigger projects or bigger things that I have to do for clients. I also include Etsy. I do have an Etsy shop where I sell stickers. So I can show you. I put like a little Etsy sticker, and then my goal is to do 3 a day for Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday up on my Etsy. So I will get those together. I will send them to my assistant and they'll get them up for me. And then just like any bigger notes that I need to put in here, like if I'm having an admin day, tomorrow I have an admin day. I schedule an admin day twice a month, and that's where I catch up on like invoices, like content. Like I have a whole year of content, which I don't know if I showed this in a previous video. I know I filmed this, so it's either before or after. I don't know what order it's going to be in, but so I'll go through and get this all into Notion, things like that. Just anything admin related, invoices that I need to send to my assistant to get sent out to clients, things like that. Just any type of like office admin work where I'm not proactively filming, proactively editing, things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my day planned. I do keep an eye on this too because it does have personal things like when my son is off school, when my husband's off work, and things like that. So we'll do that. All right, so here's my day. It's actually not too crazy because I've been trying to not make it too crazy. So just client work and personal work. I do add my personal in here too. I didn't do a full like night, but most days I will break it down like by the hour, the whole day. And this planner starts at 6, and I have an undated version and then a dated. So like this is like the weekly and then the daily. You have like your main focus and your notes. So I'm gonna do marketing work from 10 until 12. I did give myself a buffer here. I actually don't know why, but I am going to get some Etsy listings together. I'll actually probably bump that up because I think he's getting off of work. Early today, one of my assistants. So then we're going to take a lunch break and start dinner. We're going to do a beef stew in the Instant Pot, but I'm going to put it on the slow cooker setting. So I will film that. Then I need to focus on some YouTube work for this channel. I have quite a few videos to upload, and I just want to start getting them going so that I can make sure that I am, being somewhat consistent. Then I need to pick up my son from school. I have some contracts to write, which technically I could do tomorrow because I have an admin day, but I want to get it over to her. And then around 5, maybe a little earlier, I do kind of give myself some wiggle room because we don't ever want to like be overwhelmed, or like if we don't get something done in a certain spot, like get all tough on ourselves. That is not the goal of this planner. So cool thing about this is you can erase and move things as much as you want because it's digital. Obviously, like I can't do it with this, but yeah. So I just have a few other things I can put in. I'm working on a journal that will be available on Amazon shortly. I just have to finish some sizing, and then I need to clean the fridge and declutter. So I try to go around my house and declutter anything that needs to be thrown away on Mondays because trash day is on Tuesday. So I will do like a quick sweep through. Anything that needs to be decluttered or thrown out, I will throw out, and then we'll have dinner and showers and all the things, and then plan my day tomorrow, and that will be what I'm doing. So I have about 10 minutes. I am going to go ahead and start working, and a lot of it's like, you'd probably be bored watching me do it, so I probably won't, but I can show you some of the editing that I do when I do my Etsy listings. I will show you how I get those together, and yeah. Thanks for coming along. I appreciate you all. Just getting some stuff added in, planning some things out just to make sure that I am staying on track of my goals. I have my Etsy goal of putting the 3 listings up Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And I'm gonna have some launches coming up with my lash brand, so I just want to make sure that I'm like on top of doing things that are my goals, on top of like the actual work that I need to do for my clients and such. So doing that, actually talking to my web developer right now. We're starting a new website for a new client, so we're getting that all dialed in. I have to actually work on a Google document later today just to get everything on there so that she can fill everything out. And that is what I'm working on. And then I'm gonna go make some lunch for myself as well as prep dinner. I love when it's rainy and cold because then I can do like beef stew or a chili or something, and then it's just so easy come dinner time. And by that time I'm tired, so let's go. Apparently stray cats like us too. Look. Oh my gosh, it's so cozy. Like jump the fence to get in here. It's pouring. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to saute the meat just to get it crispy on the outside, and then we are going to cut up our vegetables. And while I'm chopping, I'm gonna also cut up some celery and red onion for my chicken salad that I'm gonna make. It's really hard to do things with 2 feet, maybe 2.5 feet of counter space, but I'm going to try my best. I have the Instant Pot like right over here, and I'm just gonna put it on saute. All right, so that's gonna saute, and I'm gonna get the potatoes and onions and everything cut up. Where is my knife? There it is. And since we don't have a sink out here, I had to rinse everything in the bathroom that needed rinsing. So that's great. But we're making it happen. At least we have water. You can hear the meat starting to sizzle. Dump the onion in and let that saute with the steak. Still out here. Oh, look. It's so cute. Looks so cozy on the blanket. It's like, I'm gonna stay out of the rain and I'm gonna jump your fence and come into your yard and sleep. How cute. It's the neighbor's cat, I think, but it's really cute markings. Okay. So we have everything in here. Just give it a good mix, and then I'm gonna add in some beef broth as well as just a beef stew little packet. So I'm gonna do that now. And my crock pot broke, so we're just using the Instant Pot on slow. I did it last time and it turned out so delicious. I put probably half of this in here. You're fine, Dee. Can't see you. Just see your ear right there. You're fine. So we're gonna get the lid put on this and gonna make my lunch, which it's late and I have to go pick up my son very shortly here, but I will eat, I guess, when I get back. this is it. It's just a creative way to express yourself. I will write in some more stuff here, but today was kind of, there was a few things that went on today that I want to write down that I don't want on the internet, but that's just an example of the journal. Got a couple wax seals, stickers, paper, vintage. This was the last one that I did. It's like pinks and stuff. And I just kind of, and then I write something about my day. And this is today's. So these are two new sheets that I made for my shop. The color is actually more vibrant in person, but for some reason the lighting is just like really bad. But cute little kawaii desserts and then little pink birthday stickers.